EJ, why do you have us in the bathroom? First of all, mind your business. Second of all, I need to do my edges. I just figured I would do them. My hair has been in this scarf all day, and I can't find a good spot to put the camera, so y'all gonna be right here. Hi. I'm going to be using the Blueberry Bliss Curl Control Paste by Curls. Am I saying that right? Yeah, this thing smells dumb good. And that's mainly really the only reason I still use it, because this does not stay sleeked down by itself. Like, I get better results when I use my, I think it's called X Max. Let me see the name. I said X Max. I get better results when I use the Extreme Gel with a mixture of water. We're not doing too much. I'm literally staying in the house today. It's a little slick back, just a little, because the thing about it, the edges of my hair are like super frizzy, and whenever I have this scarf on, you can notice it more because it's pulling. It's not pulling, but it has the rest of my hair behind the scarf, so it just looks a little crazy. I want a little bit more sleekness to it, you know, and not too crazy. A little bit of hair poking. Yeah, see, it's already coming out. That's the problem. We just gonna work with what we got, and that's it. Do the front a little bit. Actually, I like the front how it is. We're gonna leave the front. And pull that back thing just like that. And this is what we got. I tried. So this is what we're working with, and this is what we're gonna stay. Yeah. This little side pro. What was that? Oh, you didn't see that I got my ears pierced? Oh, let me show you one more time. Yeah, side profile for the rest of my life. Yeah. Let's get into the video. Hi. How are you? How are you doing? What's up? This lighting is kind of, wait a second. Let me, do you see the, yeah, I'm here with another video, and we are going to be talking about list of ways that I show up for myself so that nobody else has to. I think that it's something that is super important for self-development, for you to develop more as an individual and kind of rely on yourself to make yourself feel happy and fulfilled and not rely on anybody else. Over the last maybe 2 years, I have found new ways to show up for myself. By me implementing these things in my daily life, I have found a new love, a new appreciation, and a new gratitude and gratefulness for the person that I am and that I've grown to be. And this is a feeling that I want everyone to feel. As a person, as a human, you never stop growing, you never stop developing, and you're going to learn so many things about yourself as you get older. It literally never stops. Growth is infinite, in my opinion. I've always considered myself a pretty strong, independent, nobody has to tell me anything. I do a lot of things by myself. I am a go-getter, like I'm a risk taker. So for me to still have to go on, I guess, a more spiritual journey, like to dig deeper within and really try to understand the person that I am, it was an interesting process for me, because there was a side of my brain that wanted to say, I know this already. But it's like, if I knew it, I wouldn't have been making the same mistakes that I knew in the past. And I just had to kind of knock down parts of my ego a little bit to be like, bitch, you don't know everything. Like, you don't know everything. And it was eye-opening, because it made me realize how much growth I still needed. I've reached a place where I am so comfortable with who I am and what I want and what I need in my life and what I don't need. And I am the most unapologetic version of EJ that I have ever been in my entire life. And that is so beautiful. I'm proud of myself for digging deeper, for getting out of my comfort zone and realizing that I too need growth. Sometimes I am the problem, and that's a hard pill to swallow. And I was gonna say I definitely swallowed it, but let's pause right there, because first of all, your mind is gross. Let's talk about that. Yeah, like, that was something that was difficult for me to realize, because I was just like, damn, I thought I had it figured out. I didn't. This video is going to be about a list of habits that I've been doing over the last couple years that have really proven to make me feel good. They've proven to better my mental health, better my relationship with myself. And I think that that is the most important relationship that you could ever develop, that you could ever nourish, that you need to tend to every single day, all the time. The most important relationship that you have with yourself and with God. Things that I've personally implemented that have allowed me to grow into the most unapologetic, authentic version of myself that I am today. I'm living in my truth every single day, and that feels fucking amazing. To show up genuinely and be like, if you accept it, you accept it, and if you don't, you don't. I know I showed up as myself. I sleep well at night knowing that I led with peace, with my heart, with my intuition, with what I thought was best at the moment, and I'm unapologetic about that. That's a way that I feel like we should all be living our life, so I wanted to share it. Unfortunately, I didn't make any list. I didn't, sit down and write down a whole thing of different ways, which I probably should have did to keep the video a little bit more concise. But at this point, my goal is to just turn on this camera and talk, and whatever comes to my head to just say it, because if not, I'll think too much about it and it'll piss me off, okay? One of the ways that I've started showing up for myself is I prioritize yoga and meditation in the morning. Now, with that said, there's people that know me that look at me like, girl, you wake up at 12 p.m. But hear me out. I have noticed that whenever I do have the energy, whenever I feel called to, whenever I'm in the mood to, like, let's be real, my mornings and the rest of my day, I feel like I'm floating. If you've done yoga, you're stretching your body, you're loosening your bones, your muscles. I said bones, you can't really loosen bones. You're loosening parts of your body that's been so stiff throughout the night. And I've noticed that when I do not stretch, I am like cranky, like I'm crinkly, like my body feels like, it feels like this. I don't know how else to explain it, but my body literally feels like this. And that in turn puts me in a mood that's just like cranky, like I don't know how to explain it. So I've noticed that when I wake up and I prioritize stretching my body before I start any of my other routines throughout the day, I've noticed that physically puts me in a much better shape to take on the day, as opposed to if I was to just wake up and feel all like crinkly. I started doing yoga during quarantine, and ever since then I have been hooked. There's days where I don't wake up on time. There's days where I just don't feel like getting up and stretching. And even if I don't do like my full yoga routine, I will still get like a quick little stretch in, like stretch my arms, stretch my neck, stretch my legs, just so that I don't have that feeling of feeling like a raisin. Even if I miss days, like I still know that has to be a part of my routine if I want to feel better. Meditation is also something that I have been valuing. If I'm doing yoga, I'm doing my meditation right after. After I'm done meditating, I feel physically good from doing yoga, stretching my body and moving my muscles, and then I feel mentally good to start the day, to start my brain off on a clear slate. If I don't do like my routines or even parts of my routines, I wake up with anxiety. My heart starts skipping beats, my stomach drops, like so much happens in the mornings for me when I don't keep a good routine about things, or even if I don't touch my routine at all throughout the day. And so meditation really helps me calm that. A completely clean slate to start my day, and that has been a game changer. It helps me see the world in a better light, because there's so much stuff happening in the world that it's so overwhelmingly depressing that alone gives me anxiety. And if I don't do my routines, I will be stuck in the mindset of like, this world is fucked up, like take me to Mars. Are you crazy? Like at this point I want to make my own planet and just ship all of us. Not all of us, some of us don't need to go to the new planet. This is exclusive only, okay? You need to be on the VIP list to get on the planet that I'm talking about. You see all these things and it makes you want to be like, bro, is there any good in this world? Like, am I ever going to be completely happy? Are we ever going to be able to have like immense financial freedom, health care for all, get the homeless people off the streets, like stop war? Like, is there any of this ever going to be fixed? These are the things that I wake up in the morning thinking about, and that's why I need to do my yoga and my meditation. Other ways that I show up for myself is I like to look good, girl. Whether that's having my hair done, having my nails done, putting on a cute outfit, putting on some lip gloss, putting on like my eyeliner. I like to look good. One of the things that I was not prioritizing was making sure that I was putting on an outfit or accessories or having my hair done or having my nails done. Any variation of those, I was lacking doing that on a daily basis. I was only really doing that stuff whenever I was going somewhere. Like I had to be going somewhere for me to like get dressed. I wasn't getting dressed for the day. I wasn't accessorizing for the day. My hair was looking crusty for the day. My nails were chipping off for the day. That put me in a crusty mood. I was crusty and I was crinkly. Like right now, how I have on my earrings, I have on my jewelry and stuff like that. In the past, I was not even doing that. Like I would just be bare. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when I look in the mirror and I'm like, that's when I know I feel good. That makes me want to go out and do more. That makes me want to be outside. That makes me want to see the sun. That makes me want to run errands that I've been putting off. That makes me want to film. That makes me want to create content. That makes me want to create just in general. Like I just overall feel better when I look good. I'm waking up, I'm putting on an outfit, even if it's a cute like indoor outfit. Sometimes for me it's literally just a nice silky satin robe. Like if I'm putting on an indoor outfit, I make sure to accessorize. I make sure to put a little scarf on my head. Before I used to just have the bonnet, wear that all day, or I would just leave my hair out in like these crusty twists that was just one over here, one over there. Y'all seen them. And I wouldn't care because I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. Nobody's seeing me. But that's the mindset that we have to get out of. Nobody, I'm not going anywhere. Nobody's seeing me. But you're seeing yourself. You're looking in the mirror and you're crusty. And you're sorry, but it's true. It's true. Like you're looking in the mirror and you're crusty and you're okay with that. You know that doesn't make you feel good. That makes you feel even crustier. That makes you feel like, okay, well, I'm already crusty. Like I don't feel like, if somebody did hit you up and be like, hey, you want to go here, you are more likely to decline that offer because you already don't feel good. Like you already don't look good, and then you think about like, oh, now I gotta pick out an outfit, now I gotta pick out the accessories, now I gotta do my hair, now I gotta get out of bed. Like you start thinking about it like that, and you're like, actually no, I don't want to go, and then you end up staying home and you end up being depressed and you end up being sad because you didn't even start your day off on the right foot. That's one of the ways that I try to make sure that I show up for myself, is to look good. And then in turn, I feel good. I work remotely, so I am home a lot. If I'm gonna be home, like there's no way I'm gonna be spending my life crusty. You don't have to have this whole extravagant outfit plan for the day. That's literally what I did today. Like I put on some earrings, I have my necklace, I put on a bracelet, I put on like a regular top, I wrap this scarf, made it look cute, and I feel like I feel great. Put on some lip gloss, I have no other makeup on, like I feel great. I feel great. Like I wanna do content. I wanna be creative. I wanna film everything. That's the type of mood that getting up and getting dressed and getting cute puts you in. And then another thing too, when you do go out, instead of just putting on the stuff you have laying around, actually spend some time putting a cute fit together when you do leave the house. Spend some time on your wardrobe and you will feel better. Even if I'm going to run errands, like I used to go to Target, I used to go to like Trader Joe's, in just things that I just already had laying around. I'll just throw on some leggings, throw on some boots, put on like some jacket, have my hair just wrapped up in it. I was just like, I'm not even showing up as my best self, so how do I expect to feel good? Other ways that I show up for myself is I try to spend a good amount of my day doing my passions and my passions only. So for me, like I said, I work remotely and I have clients that I work for, and I do work for my clients. But aside from that, I have my own projects that I work on the side that have nothing to do with clients. It has everything to do with me and my business development. And one of the things that I've noticed in the past too that I was doing is I would just wake up and immediately start my client work, and that alone has a level of exhaustion to it, and I would just end up neglecting all of the other work that I had for my personal project. I was not okay with that. I felt like I was showing up and making all these other people's dreams come true, and I was neglecting my own dreams. And the work that I do for my clients, they're a part of my own business. So I love doing that work, but at the same time, I have other projects that I want to work on. I cannot just be showing up for my clients and only my clients. So one of the things that I started doing is spacing out my day. I don't do it like super strict time. At 10 I'll work on this, at 11 I'll work on that. I tried that did not work, because so many things happen throughout the day. Things change, schedules change, what I feel like doing for the day changes, so it's not super strict. What I do instead is just have a general list of things to do. So for example, my day-to-day has been looking like me filming videos, me working on my brand, me designing something like that, something more general, but making sure that I am prioritizing my other projects as well. Doing that has made me feel better about the amount of work that I'm putting into other parts of my business. It's made me be more creative, made me feel better as a person, as a business owner, as somebody who has dreams, aspirations, and wants to be successful. It's just overall made me feel better about how I spend my day-to-day, showing up for all aspects of me, indulging in my passions, and being unapologetic about that. Being outside is another way that I show up for myself, and I try to do it as often and as much as my energy will allow. There's days where I wouldn't leave the house. Having a dog really helps with that, because he literally forces me to go outside. Honestly, this is his world and we're all just living in it. He forces me to see the sun. He forces me to feel and smell fresh air, and that really does wonders to your mood, and it makes you feel more alive. It makes you feel like you're a part of the community, especially when you work from home, because you're trapped within all these walls for most of the day. Everything that I'm naming is all a part of my ideal routine and things that I've implemented over time, and so that I'm living life healthily. Honestly, I show up for myself by being more cautious about what I eat. And that's not to say I am trying to lose weight. I am not in no particular diet. I'm not eating in a way that's like I'm watching my calories. I'm not. But I am more aware now of what I am putting into my body in terms of health. Eating healthier just really makes you just feel better. No deep thought about that. Just when you eat healthy, you feel like you're doing your life right. You feel like your life is together. When I have an avocado toast with an egg on top of it instead of a bowl of cereal, I just feel like, yeah, my life is in check. My life is in order. Like, what are you talking about? My laundry might not be done, but I just had an avocado toast with an egg on top. Like, I'm good. I'm good. Do not get me wrong. I indulge when I want to indulge. If I'm going out to eat, yeah, you best believe I'm getting the mac and cheese. When I'm on a drive somewhere, you best believe I'm stopping at Popeyes. You best believe I'm stopping for a large McDonald's fries with an apple pie and 4 McNuggets. You best believe I am. But I'm doing it a lot less, and that I am proud of. I am nourishing my body in different ways. I don't drink coffee, so another way is by drinking smoothies. Oh my gosh, I make this smoothie pretty much every morning now, where it's like strawberries, blueberries, bananas, a spoon of peanut butter, some ice, some granola, and some almond milk, vanilla almond milk. That smoothie is fire. I would much rather drink that in the morning than have cereal. I keep saying cereal because I used to eat a lot of cereal. Let's talk about it. Captain Crunch, Frosted Flakes, Apple Jacks, count me in. I ate a lot of that in the past, and they're good, but they're just not healthy to eat every single morning. More recently, I guess in the last few months, because I have been overwhelmed with just the amount of things that I want to accomplish. I'm in the process of trying to develop a healthy balance of everything. So like I said, client work, things that I'm passionate about, and just rest. I know that I'm trying my best. I know that I'm doing everything that I can to form and create the life that I want. Filming this video is a part of that. I have been filming every single week so far, and I am so proud of myself. I know that I'm like, yeah, EJ, you had all these other things going on, but you still made sure to turn on this camera. You had like a really busy morning, but you made sure you turned on this camera. You wasn't feeling that good this morning, but you made sure you turned on this camera. So you feel like you're doing something for you, and that is what is important. One of the last things is making sure that I'm indulging in things that are just like mindless activities that I like to do. For me, that looks like coloring, that looks like drawing, that looks like painting, getting a massage, going for a drive. Designing something also does that for me too, but it's kind of hard to design stuff and not try to monetize that because it is my business. But designing stuff and really anything involving fashion, like it gets my mind off of things. Watching a movie with some food, munching and crunching, those are the main things that I like to do that are like kind of mindless, that you just press a button, block everything else out of your brain, and you focus on doing that activity. My brain goes in so many different directions throughout the day that if I don't spend a portion of it doing something that requires no thinking at all, something repetitive and colorful and slightly creative, that makes me feel like my mind has reset. I'm now at peace. My body has come down a little bit. I'm less tense. And that leads into, and I guess this is going to be the last one, relaxation. I prioritize making sure that I have lazy days, making sure that I have lazy hours. I have another portion of my day that is literally just dedicated to me being a potato. I don't like to feel super productive all the time. I've never been that type of person. I don't think that that's even really healthy. And I think that it's all because of capitalism, but that's for another video. I don't think that it's super healthy to constantly be productive, do this, get up, grind, check things off here. Like, I'm just not that type of girl. I need to reset. I was not put on this earth to be working like that for the rest of my life. Like, no, I don't need to be that productive. I'm so sorry. No. And that's not healthy. That's not how I want to spend my life. That's not how I want to spend my days. I prioritize trying to make sure I have a healthy balance of productivity and relaxation, and I am super unapologetic about that as well. I prioritize my time. I make sure that people know, okay, this is the time you cannot contact me. I will not be available to answer whatever. I make sure to prioritize that, because if I do not, then I will lack when I do need to be productive. And it's all because I needed a nap. It's all because I needed to sit down for a couple hours and watch a movie, eat some food, nourish my body, go for a walk, relax, go for a swim, hang out with a friend. I needed time to reset and relax. And that is just as important as being productive and getting things done. I think I'm gonna end it there. I hope that this video helped you out in some way. One of the things that I do want to point out is, if you've noticed, everything that I mentioned, I might be lying, let me think about it for a second, hold up. Yeah, everything that I've mentioned is ways that I show up for myself, and they have nothing to do with anybody else. Think about different things that you can do that have nothing to do with anybody else, nobody else's validation, nobody else's presence, that make you happy, that bring you peace, that brings you calmness, that have nothing to do with anybody else and everything to do with you and how you feel. Nobody's gonna show up for you like you show up for yourself. If you yourself cannot convince yourself to get out of bed, to brush your teeth, to do your hair, go for a walk, to draw, to paint, it's not gonna happen. Like, let's be real. People could tell you, you could watch this video, you could watch a bunch of videos on TikTok, you could read a bunch of articles, you could see a bunch of memes, you could see a bunch of motivational this, motivational that, but at the end of the day, it takes you to get yourself out of a funk. It takes you to show up for yourself and to be there for yourself. It takes you. And that's the thing that I feel like we all need to realize. We're all the main characters, and you need to realize that so that you can be able to show up for yourself and build the life that you want. You are not going to build that life just by watching my video, just by scrolling through Instagram and looking at motivational posts or following your favorite influencer. You're not going to develop internally the way that you need to be developing in order to reach a level of peace that you need to reach in order to live a happy life. So that's mainly why I wanted to make this video, is because I just want you to understand that it's about you. It's all about you, and it's always been about you. And you need to make sure that you are creating a life for yourself that's healthy, that's fulfilling, and that is all that matters. And the reason that you have to be selfish in this way is because once you're selfish in that way, in a way of self-development, not in a way of being super selfish and harming other people, but in a way that's like internally you've dug deep, you've done the work. Everything else just feels like it falls into place. Everything is going right sometimes. Honestly, like I'm in a place right now where I feel like everything's going wrong, but I know that if I continue to do all these things that I just named, I will feel better. I will feel like these things that are happening to me are out of my control, really. I showed up as myself. I am trusting my intuition. I am doing the things that make me happy and feel fulfilled. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not doing that. And I feel better because it just makes me realize that a lot of the things are happening, they up to this man up there. They up to him. They not up to me. And once I show up for myself, it makes me realize that, and it's all like a trickle down effect. But it starts right here. It starts with you, and you have to put yourself in a mindset where you are healthy, where you're showing up for yourself, and everything trickles down and happens naturally after that. And me realizing that makes me go through life so much smoother. It makes me give myself more grace, be more at peace with where I am in life right now. Just overall enjoy life a little bit more, and ultimately I want that for everybody. So yeah, I'm sure there's some stuff that I left out. If I think of anything else, I'll be sure to make another video about it. That's all I have for now. I'm gonna go lay down and watch a movie because I've had a long day. As always, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. And I hope that you are feeling good right now, and I'm sending you so much positive energy and good vibes and well wishes and health and everything. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.